Welcome back yet again, MMA fans, to another week where we have a lot to cover from the world of regional indie MMA highlights that happened this past weekend that I know you're ready to see. And it is, as always, only possible because of the legendary Caposa, so if you want more content like this, go give him a follow on Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman. What is up, everyone? It's the casual, Lawton Veerkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. Kicking us off this week, we are going to LDH martial arts event X Fight 1 in Tokyo for one fight. Here, we have the bantamweight main event that sees Shota Nagano, who has a 5-2 record, and he's taking on Takuya Suzuki, who is making his pro MMA debut and is only 16, where Nagano is 25. Just like normal, we are only halfway through the first round, and we get this little surprise. Holy counter left hook, Batman. And from the guy making a debut? That's one way to start off your MMA career at the age of 16. Suzuki sneaks this one in just at the right time to send his opponent down and out to the canvas, and he walks away from this debut with his first win as a professional. Up next, we are heading over to Russia for the Siberian Fighting League Summer Series for 2 fights. For the first, we have a lightweight bout between Dimitri Kungurov, who only has a 1-0 record, and he's up against Ivonki Kislitzen, who also only has a 1-0 record. Now, this is a quick one, so don't blink, because we're only 30 seconds into this fight, and here we go.
Выцеливает, есть такое ощущение.
Oh yeah, a brutal overhand right, followed by the head slam, one hammer fist, and a very delayed response time, and this fight is over. Kislitzen ends this fight in just 30 seconds and does it in devastating fashion to secure him the win and keep his record clean at 2-0. For our second fight at Siberian Fighting League, we have a welterweight matchup with Leonid Kramkov sitting at a not-so-great 0-2 record, and he's taking on Ruslan Kaniev, who ironically also has an 0-2 record. Well, the good news is that someone is actually going to get their first win tonight, so round 2 begins and we only make it 45 seconds in, and check it out.
Сейчас он кинет ему левую руку и тот... О! Это бэкфистище! Не ожидал ты? Не ожидал. Все, останавливай, молодец.
Dear Lord, as if the spinning back fist wasn't enough, this onslaught of hammer fists was sure to get the tap from the ref. Ruslan finally lands a win for his record, improving it to 1-2, and gets his great highlight reel to look back on. Moving on, we are going to Open Fighting Championship 9, also in Russia, for 1 fight. Here, we have a bantamweight fight between Kuanish Alexandrov, who has a 9-3-1 record, and he's taking on Dimitri Shevtsov, who has a 9-8 record. The fighter introductions almost take longer than this actual fight because we are just 50 seconds in and get this banger.
He's really aggressive, marching forward, really doesn't understand, and a big punch is from Kuanish Alexandrov.
Dimitri was coming in hot, but little did he know that Alexandrov had a beautiful left hook waiting for him. He absolutely drops him and leaves him confused and out on the canvas. What a great win for Alexandrov as he improves his record to 10-3-1 and hopefully can continue getting some wins like this one in his future. We've got one more fight in Russia, and it is at ACA 127. This is actually a flyweight title fight between Rasul Albaskanov, who has an 11-4 record, and he's taking on current champ and very promising prospect Azamat Karafov, who has an undefeated 14-0 record. This fight actually makes it all the way to the 3rd round, something we don't see very often here, and once this fight goes to the ground, Karafov pulls off this amazing transition into full mount, and that is the beginning to the end.
He needs to chuck the leg. Rasul doing the right job of keeping himself away. This is getting tighter and tighter as we speak.
1 minute 55 seconds. Karafov looking, he's out! He's out! Unbelievable!
An anaconda choke to put Rasul to sleep, and this fight is over. Just pure domination all 3 rounds from Karafov, and what a beautiful submission to end it as he keeps his record clean at 15-0, defends his belt yet again, and I don't even have to say it, but this is a guy you will be seeing again on a bigger stage in the very near future. Now we're gonna go over to Slovakia for X Fight Nights 19 for 1 fight. This is a lightweight bout, which is just about all the details I could find on this one, but we have Mikola Bratasyuk, who I also couldn't find any information on. He's up against Milan Gaspar, who I did find out has a 3-1 record, but not much else. And despite not finding much information about the fighters online, this one definitely does not disappoint.
Tak, 2 žení přátelé, tak toho jsme asi nikdo nečekali, zápas skončil.
Oh yeah, you already know, my personal favorite, a head kick walk-off KO to end this fight just 20 seconds in. If Mikola was making a debut, since I couldn't find any record of previous fights on him, what a way to start off his MMA career with this beautiful knockout. Up next, we are going to Submission Circuit MVB 4.0 in Brazil for 1 fight. This is a welterweight matchup between Joao Santos, who's making his pro debut, and he's taking on Darlan Fajaya, who only has a 3-1 record. Now, I will preface this one is very unique, but we are only 45 seconds into the first round, and check it out. What's the saying? 3rd time's the charm? Because that's exactly what happened as Fajaya was hell-bent on getting this flying knee knockout and was not gonna stop until he achieved it. All 3 knockdowns were impressive, but this last one just flatlines his opponent and sends him lifeless to the canvas. What a great performance from Fajaya as he gains the win in fashion and improves his record to 4-1. Heading over to the old USA, we have Combat Night Pro in Florida for 1 fight. And this one is more of an honorable mention as we only have about 20 seconds of footage, but we have Bryce Gamboa with the red tape and sitting at only a 1-0 pro record, and his opponent, Zack, who has the blue tape and he has a 1-1 record. So check out this fantastic finish.
That is a quick right hand. Oh my gosh, a flying knee.
Directly through the guard, knee to the chin, and one insane knockout. Bryce absolutely destroys Winters with just a single knee, and this fight is over. This is yet another one we just had to show you and congratulate Bryce on his win and his 2nd win as a pro. It wouldn't be a Caposa's Corner if we didn't pay a visit to our friends at LFA 114, so that's what we have next in Missouri for 1 fight. This is a heavyweight fight that sees Anthony Garrett, who has a 6-3 record, and actually had 1 fight in Bellator back in 2019 that was deemed a no contest from a groin shot, and he's taking on Jimmy Lawson, who has a 2-1 record, which both wins were via knockout. Surprise, surprise, round 1 starts, and just 16 seconds later, we get this.
Heavyweight action, and they're both firing!
Right to it. I love it. Oh, I think it's about to be over. He's out on his feet.
Over! And out!
A left hook to stun him and a right hook to send him out into the ground. Just some major power shots from Lawson as he knows Garrett is stunned from the left and decides to finish it in just 18 seconds of the fight. What a win as Lawson gets this amazing highlight reel and improves his record to 3-1. For our last fight this week, we are going to Fury FC 49 in Texas for 1 fight, and you know it is time for Caposa's KO of the week. Here we have a flyweight bout between Robert Rodriguez, who has a 2-2 record, and he's up against Robert Casper, who has a 2-7 record. This fight almost has a tragic end just 1 minute in when an illegal knee is landed by Rodriguez. So we pause, reset, and get right back to it.
Weidman was trying to keep his hands on the ground during a front.
Oh my goodness!
He is out!
Flying knee by Robert.
What is up with the flying knees this week? Good lord. Casper times his flying knee beautifully and tops it off with one solid right, and Rodriguez is out on the canvas and confused. Look at the connection on this one and just enjoy the beauty. Casper ends this week for us on a fantastic highlight as he gains the win and improves his record to 3-7. Thank you as always to the legend Caposa for helping us compile these lists every single week. And if you want to show him some support and love, go give him a follow on his Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman, and you can also support him by going to his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. And a huge shout out to these amazing organizations that never disappoint us with these events year in and year out. And a special thanks to all of the fighters, winners, and losers, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace!